Good evening, family. How you doing? This is Ronnie Russell, president of the Innovation Black Chamber of Commerce, and we're going to be doing a community update just to let you know what events are coming up and what events is coming in the next few days, what events we have coming up in the near future. And we'll be back with our community update. All right, welcome back. So we're going to be I'm going to be showing you what we're currently working on and some of the things. Well, I'm going to tell you some of the things that we've done in the past and some of the things that we're working on right now currently. But before we actually start, one thing that I want you to do is go ahead and take this live that you're watching right now and go ahead and share this live on your news feed, just so those that are following you or those you have some sort of sphere of influence with will have the ability to know exactly what's going on and how they can be active participant with some of the things that we're doing as well. So we're going to be showing you. I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the event, and I'm also going to put the actual event link inside the chat. But first thing I'm gonna do, first thing first, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the website and bring in the calendar just so you can know exactly what I'm talking about and how to actually go about looking at it for yourself. So let me go ahead and bring this window open, make it larger just so you can see. So for those that don't know how to find out what's going on in the chamber and how to get involved as well, whether you're a small business or you're a nonprofit organization or you're just an individual, you don't own a business, but you want to be actively engaged into what we're doing in the community, you have the ability to tap in and join too. So the link that I just put inside the chat, whether you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook Live, just go ahead and click that link and you will be able to see exactly what I'm talking about at the same time. So if you've never been on the website, all you got to do is go to innovationbcc.org. Of course, BCC stands for Black Chamber of Commerce, innovationbcc.org. And as you can see up top on the menu, we have home, our community, join now, photos, and events. So what you would do is you will click the events or you can click the community calendar. So I'm going to show you two ways to do it, and I'm going to let you know how both of them look like. So I'm going to show you community event. So you click on community event, and now this little thing is going to pop up. Then the next thing you're going to see is the actual calendar of events as well. Again, while you're watching, go ahead this live and share it on your Facebook page, just so people can know exactly what you're watching. People are nosy sometimes, but they can also be aware on what events that we have coming up, because we actually have an event coming up on Saturday. You go to the website innovationbcc.org. You'll go over to events. You can hover over events, and then the drop menu will show you community events. So you will click that, and you will get a community calendar. Now let me show you something different to where you can actually continually get the updates as the calendar update. So as you see, let me make this real big for those who about blind like I am. So I'm gonna bring this up real big. So you see something that says show, and then you'll see something that says subscribe. Now you can do this from a desktop or laptop platform. On the mobile, you're not going to see it, but on the desktop, you will see it. So you'll see something that says subscribe. So you hover over subscribe, and you can add it to your default device calendar, or you can add it to your Google Calendar, or you can clip the feed or URL to your clipboard, whichever it is, where you can copy and paste it and send it to other people. But you can actually take this complete calendar, subscribe to the calendar. So now what happens? That means every time something populates, it will actually populate on your calendar. So you can't say, I don't know, when you actually subscribe to it. It's just like a regular website that you're already a email subscribe active participant in. So it will actually be on your calendar at all times. So as you can see on the calendar itself, there was an event that one of our members did on April 10th. So if you hover over it, the image will pop up and then you're able to click on it to learn more about the event itself. So this is how you can actually see what we have going on. So as you can see on the 16th of April, where there are two events. One of them is the Easter Extravaganza, which is at Kick It Food Truck Food Park, and that is at 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Then right after that, which you can go and be a part of that, and then you can make it on your way down to Harker Heights to where we're having Culture on the Square, and that is at 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So while we're here, well, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you all the active participants that is involved with Culture on the Square after I show you a little bit more what's on the calendar as well. So we have other events that's coming up, other member events. We have the KILLEEN Community Candidate Live Panel Discussion. Now I'm gonna click on this and I'm gonna drop the link inside the chat. So once you click on the link itself, you're able to see what that event is about. And again, I'm gonna make this larger just so you can see it. Those out there on the Facebook space, the KILLEEN Community Candidate Live Panel, as it says, this event is a live panel discussion with candidates of KILLEEN City Council and KISD School Board. Each candidate has been sent a direct invitation in which they are welcome the opportunity to connect with the community. So the link that I sent will take you directly to this. And one of the things that you have the opportunity to do, as you see in this second paragraph right here, where it says candidate questionnaire. So as you can see the cursor that's circling it right now, you can click on that link and you'll be able to add your questions to the actual panel discussion questions that the moderators are going to have. So if you're the type of person that say your voice is not being heard, you can actually click that link, candidate questionnaire, and add your questions to the panel discussion for the moderator. Now, don't ask no foolish question because that foolish question will not be answered. Now, you may feel it's not a foolish question, but we're actually going to scrub that list to make sure the questions make sense and not someone who has a personal agenda of someone that is on the panel. But we're going to ensure that the questions that is being added from the community actually makes sense. That is going to be something that will have the ability to get pushed out. So again, the link that I sent you is this actual event. So make sure you click that link and you will able to come and be a part of this live panel discussion. It's going to be at Viva La Arts. It's kind of like if you can imagine like a TED Talk where they're on a stage. So we're going to utilize the Viva La Arts to where it's already at a theater seating type of venue. So the panel is going to be up on the stage, the chairs, the tables, all of that stuff on the stage. And the moderator is going to be at the low level and they're going to ask the questions to the panel that's going to be up at the higher level. Then everyone has the ability to see them and not to where it's a flat seating and then you have the stage sitting up high, but we're going to put you in theater seating inside of Viva La Arts. So if you've been in Viva La Arts, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and that is where we're going to be on that particular day. So now I'm going to show you, not this one, I have to go back. So now I'm going to show you when you actually click events itself. So now when you click events, it's just going to give you the events from a graphic perspective. And what I mean by that is it's going to show you in a vertical calendar what events are coming up. It's a lot easier. I mean, you get to see more of the pictures. I mean, if you're a visual person like myself, you will probably lean more towards this type than over the community calendar type because I like the pictures. I like to see the graphics. I like to see, what type of artwork and how they did it. So you're able to take this. Now, again, this is something you can subscribe to as well to see, to ensure that you're able to tap in consistently. So you're able to you click this and scroll down. You're able to see all the events by the images and all that stuff. So you're able to see all the other member events. Like we have a Mother's Day market was going to be at Kick It Food Truck Food Park. We have the Empower Her 5K Fun Run Walk, which is going to be on May 14th. And we have the Juneteenth 5K that's coming up. And I'm going to show you that right now. And the next thing, you don't see the link. I post the link inside the chat, Miss Booth. I see other people saw the link. I'm gonna send this link to you again. Well, send the link out to Facebook again. So that link right now is posted again. So Ms. Booth, if you look inside the comments of the live, I've just posted that link, and go ahead and click that link and you're able to go ahead and sign up. So yeah, so I'm gonna show you now. We've been working diligently, especially the events crew, the events committee, with the Juneteenth. So I'm gonna show you this real quick. So the Juneteenth 5K. Let me move this caption real quick. So the Juneteenth 5K is back. And when I tell you that this event is going to be huge, it's going to be big, make sure you let me put this link directly in the chat for the people to say, oh, I don't know how to get there. I'm gonna cut you off at the pass. I'm gonna go ahead and put this information in here for you. Now we've already have vendors that's already signing up already. Hold on. Let me move. I'm gonna show y'all where I'm getting it from for some of y'all who say, oh, I'm not computer literate. So I'm gonna show you from this perspective. So I went on the website again. I scroll down and I went to the holiday 5K on the Juneteenth. So as you can see, the graphics again will tell you that you're in the right place. So I'm gonna take this link and I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it right now inside the chat just so you can have it for yourself. So make sure you go for those. If you're not a runner, then come and be a walker. If you're not a walker, then come and be a runner. See how that works? It's real simple. So go ahead and register. So you'll scroll down all the way down to the bottom. As you can see, you'll see the map. It's going to be at the KILLEEN Community Park, the big sports complex on the KILLEEN Community Center grounds. So you're going to see this blue thing right here, the cursor saying register now. You're going to click that. And then once you click that, it's going to open up open up another small window within the window, and then you're able to actually go in there and register to be a runner or register to be a walker. So let me show you something else that we have going on for Juneteenth. So we're launching this. So now we're going to have a Juneteenth barbecue cook-off. What does that mean? If you call yourself a grill master, you call yourself a pit master, backyard kings, queens, whoever you are and whatever you call yourself. So if you're the king of your backyard grill, then you need to put yourself on the map. If you're the king of KILLEEN, a queen of KILLEEN when it comes to grilling, grilling. So make sure you click that link. Again, you can find that same link on the innovationbcc.org. Go to Juneteenth and you will see this itself as the Juneteenth barbecue cook-off. So another thing that we're launching this year for Juneteenth is the Juneteenth 7-on-7 game. So if you have a child that is a part of 7-on-7 football, we're going to be highlighting the teams, and you're going to be able to come and participate and cheer your son on or your daughter on, however whoever is playing on that particular team. So we're going to launch this year, the Juneteenth Showdown 7-on-7 games. There are teams that are already interested. We had a meeting today. So if you know someone, a coach that's a 7-on-7 coach, they have a team, go ahead and tag them right now so they can see that it's real. It's not somebody who's trying to just talk to them about 7-on-7. It is something that we're putting on for the community and for the kids during Juneteenth. So this 7-on-7 Juneteenth 7-on-7 showdown is real and it's legit. Go ahead and tag a coach. And again, let's get them involved, because the next 7-on-7 showdown meeting that we're going to have is going to be on Monday, the 25th of April. So they definitely want to be a part of that to get more information on how this 7-on-7 is going down. So we're doing this for the kids, and then we're doing this for the cook-off, and we're doing this for the runners. So you can't say you didn't know, because now you know. So again, the barbecue cook-off, the 7-on-7 showdown right here, and the run walk. For those that like the run, those that like the walk, you come out there with your church group. You can register as a group. You come out there in your sorority. You can come out there in your fraternities, your entire team, register. You will get a Juneteenth t-shirt, Juneteenth 5K t-shirt. You will also get a medal. And another thing that I want to show you before I switch and go into the culture on the square is right now, well, I think it's open. I'm not sure. I think it's open. If I'm wrong, I'm sure Miss Shirley going to tell me about it. All right. So right now for the Juneteenth early bird vendors, this is where you will come and see that. Again, the easiest thing to do is to go to events, click on events, not community events, but click on events and use the vertical calendar, and you're able to come down and look at the Ibcc 5K early bird vendors. There are already vendors that are jumping on it right now, so you don't want to wait for too long, because the early bird date is going to expire. Well, Mr. Russell, what's the early bird date? Come to this link, click that link, and investigate, and you'll be able to see what the early bird is for that particular vendor link, because it's a lot. It records to memory. If you go out and you find it, then for me to tell you, because you're not going to remember it because you didn't get anything out of it. But if you actually go and find it, you're going to remember it a whole lot faster, because you went through the steps in order for you to get the information. I'm just saying. So go ahead and scroll down, get the Juneteenth early bird vendors for that. And I don't see it hasn't opened yet. All right. So now for the June, what does the Juneteenth 5K do? So I will go ahead and I'll put you onto that. I'll tell you what it does. So the Juneteenth 5K, pull this up. So the Juneteenth 5K is really a fundraiser, and the monies go into Black businesses. So what happens? There are 3 phases. You, as a Black business owner, will be able to fill out and register to receive the grant. It is a non-equitable grant, and that grant will go into your business for you to use for your business. But there are 3 phases that you will have to go through. The first phase is pretty much data collection, meaning you're registering to be a part of this Juneteenth grant that's going to be given out on that day. So it will be given out on the 18th, that particular day. So then what happens after the first phase? After the first phase, you will go and for those that will move on to, there will be like a rubric. So from that rubric, they will score by number from on the rubric, and then those who have the highest numbers in the rubric would then go into the second phase. So in that second phase, you would then receive a task or a block of instructions, say like for Black Business Week. Say there we did a workshop, which we did the workshop on social media and branding or website design. So we will send you that link. You will go through the class again, and you would then have a block of instructions, whether it is write a blurb about it, or essay or report or whatever it is about that class. And then from that information, from the workshop, the class that you're going to have to sit in, then from there, those who score the highest would then go to the next and final phase. So it's not something like, oh, I submit my name and I should be a winner. No, you still got work to do. It's not something we're just giving to anybody, but it's something that is going to be given to those who actually put in the work. And then that last and final phase for those who are in the top 10 would then go into the third and final phase, which is you'll sit in front of a board, and then it will be an interview. So they will interview you about your business. They'll ask you questions. And I don't know what they're going to ask you, but I do know they will ask you questions, learn more about you, learn more about your business and how your business is being operated. So then from there, those top 10 won't know if they're the winner or not, because those who are in the top 10 will still have to go and participate and be runners. And on that day is when they will say who actually won. Last year we were really blessed to raise $15,000. uh, 5 of the 15 went into the expenses. Like, we paid for billboards. I think we had like 4 or 6 billboards running at the same time. So all the marketing expenses, that's where the first 5,000 went into. And then we gave 10,000 into the small businesses. So the top business, the number one business that won, they received $5,000 from a Juneteenth grant. The second business received 3,000, and then the third business received 2,000. So the first winner actually came out of KILLEEN, and the second place winner was two young ladies that came out of Temple. And third business, I think it came out of KILLEEN too. So it's not just a KILLEEN thing. You put your business in there. I mean, you know about your business more than anybody else. You put your business in there, you apply, and then you will go through the phases. And then at the end, then that's when you will find out who's going to win. So that's enough about that. So let me tell you one last thing and show you one last thing about the culture on the square, just to put you in a frame of mind on what's going on with culture on the square. So let me go ahead and pull this up for you real quick. All right. So this is culture on the square. When I say there's a lot of stuff going on, a whole bunch of stuff. So let me go ahead and put the link inside the chat with culture on the square to make sure you can go ahead and RSVP. So now Culture on the Square is a free event. It does not cost anything for you to actually be there in that space, but we are requiring for you to register. Well, why do I have to register for an event that's free anyway? Why? Because we want to ensure that we have enough data to say or to see how well we're doing. That's what it's about. Data shows the impact. So if 300 people came to the first one, and then the next event we had over 800 people register, that means that we're doing things different and we found something that worked. So that's the reason why we do it. For those who like to ask those types of questions, that's why. It's not something that um, we're trying to get your phone number and call and ask you, you know, crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puff questions, but we're actually collecting data just so we know how well that we're doing. It's kind of like we're grading ourselves by looking at the numbers. And if you are a numbers person and you're a data person, then I know that you can actually understand the why behind that. So that's what it's about. So I'm about to drop this link inside the chat. Once Eventbrite stop playing games with me, give me the link that I want so I can put the link inside the chat so I can hush and you can actually see exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So don't be like, he talked too much. I mean, I really don't. I only talk just a little bit. All right, so I got the link. Let me go ahead and put the link inside the chat. All right, there's the Eventbrite link for Culture on the Square. Go ahead and click that link for Culture on the Square, which is on April the 16th, which is Saturday. It is during Easter weekend. So go out, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family that's coming from out of town. And then in the evening around 5 o'clock, bring your family, bring your friends out to the Carl Evans Park. So as you can see, we have vendor artistic, I think that's what it's called. If I'm wrong, hey, I'm sorry. We have food trucks going to be out there. We got Big Rob that's going to be there. We have candles going to be out there as well. We have a candle vendor. We have Drink the Shrink with Sharon. Her business is going to be out there. We got Danielle's Delectables. She's going to be out there. If you know any of these people, make sure you go ahead and tag them. Say them, hey, girl, I seen you going to be out there, so I'm going to come out there and support you. I mean, if you're coming to support that one vendor, you still have the ability to come out and support and meet other small businesses in the area as well. So we have Danielle's Delectables. We got the E-Bar for those who like to participate in adult activity. So the E-Bar mobile service is going to be a part of this event. So it's going to be fenced off. Adults is going to be, the IDs will be checked. So if you like, I think they're doing like daiquiris with stuff in it. You know, I'm not a drinker, so I can't even tell you all that stuff. So we have G&G Paper Company is going to be out there. So if you have a young lady or a young man that like to see characters that look like them on, you know, their notebooks and notepads and stuff like that, make sure you definitely go to the table with G&G Company. And then we have the house band Distinguished Sounds is going to be there in that particular space. We got another food vendor, JDK Catering is going to be there. We have Jashika Maple, who's going to be singing live out there. We have Juicy Curves by Shay. I'm not sure what she sells, but I am sure there is somebody who would like to go to the table. So let her know that you saw it on the IBCC live. And we have Miss Sherry Ann Zamore, who's going to be talking about how does culture, economics, and entertainment actually work well into the community, because you already know Mr. Moore is definitely doing a lot of things in the entertainment realm. We have Kingdom Minded, it's going to be there. King Collections is going to be in the building. Chaotic Seams is going to be there. Kay Moore, after she get finished speaking, she will have a table for you to know more about what she has going on. You can look at her affirmation calendars and tap into some of the events that she has coming up. We have council member place 4, Miss Linda Nash. She's going to be talking about how is culture important to a city. So make sure you're out there to learn about that. We have Miss Nija. I hope I said it right. She's going to be singing the national anthem. We have Pretty Eye Catching LLC, who's going to be a vendor. Natural Pure Skin Repair coming out of Copper's Cove is going to be a vendor. We have Rose Short. She's going to be singing out there as well. Remember You Matter, which is a coaching, mentoring, and consulting with Miss Elizabeth Jennings. So Remember You Matter is going to be in the building. La Vida Flor, they're going to be out there doing the Brazilian dance. So if you've never seen any Brazilian dancers, so make sure you're in at the park during that time just to learn more about it. Songhai Bamboo Roots, they're going to be performing from KILLEEN and Harker Heights their drums. So I don't know if they're doing steel drums or the bongos. I'm not sure. Probably steel drums, but don't quote me on that. We have South Philly Reef, Mr. Funny Man himself, who's been on tour lately. So proud to see him grow in his craft. And we also have TE Financial Services that's going to be there. TLC, Total Life Changes, is going to be there in the space. And that is it. So you cannot say you do not know what is going on this weekend. I just gave you everything all at one time right here at the IBCC Community Events Update. So go ahead and click the link. I am going to put the link inside the chat another time for those who may just showed up or those who will show up and watch it on the replay. So that's the Culture on a Square link. Go ahead and click that link and RSVP. I will see everybody who does RSVP. So I know who RSVP and who just showed up, especially if I see a familiar face and I know who RSVP and I know who didn't. Again, this is just for data. This is to let us know how well we are doing with our outreach. You are watching a part of our outreach. This is another way, another platform of outreach. So if you're just now learning about IBCC, so obviously live is working. So go ahead and click that link. Go ahead and RSVP in order for us to know that you are learning and knowing more about what we're doing right here in the community. So, hey, I appreciate you guys 100%. And make sure you go and RSVP for culture on a square. And that's all I got. I think I can go ahead and hush up now and get ready for tomorrow. But I appreciate you 100%, and just be the best version of you that you can be. And guess what? Y'all be blessed. Bye.